And good morning and welcome to another Thursday video. Let's get into it, I guess. Right, here we are filming for a Thursday on a Thursday. So we're just doing our daily walk around checks. So been checking the tyres and checking all the other stuff, checking all the straps, checking the load. We have some buildings on, so they're all sheds. All this is one delivery. And that one pack there is a second delivery. That's it. That's all the other delivery has is that one pack. So yeah, we'll just carry on checking around our tyres, checking all our lights and everything. Good thing with a curtain cider. Flatbed. A lot less to check than there is a curtain cider. Yeah. Just make sure everything's all hanging on well. Checking the tread. Making sure none of the wheel markers are not pointing each other. Makes it a bit easier when you've got the wheel markers on. And you've got to look out for like rust dripping behind the nuts and stuff like that. Tail lights and indicators all good. And it's all strapped down tightly still. I could probably do it another click or two. Oh, one on that. Stones in the tyres, look. Need to get a pick really to pick the stones out sometimes. Yeah, bags look alright. Trailer's got really good tyres on it actually. Weird bit of strap in there, but just holds that pack in. Stop it from any sort of movement and moving away from the other packs, because wood on steel and steel on wood, and yeah, it's not the most ideal load, but you know, gotta do what you gotta do. That was nice and tight still. That one. Right. Legs all wound up. Brakes still off, which is good. Drive axle tyres are looking a touch low, which I knew about anyway. Nothing there has been tampered with. That's all right. Beautiful. All good. Everything's all good. Lights all working. Everything that needs to be working is working. A bit flabby this morning. Don't know why. But right, so we got to take most of that stuff to Brightwell's. So that's all. Well, yeah, majority of us go to Brightwell's, and then that one small pack's then going into Hereford, and then I've got to go to Ledbury to go collect the tractor. So we're going to go do that, and then figure out what's going on with the rest of the day after that. Might have to collect something else, who knows? Or might just be run back with the tractor, or swap with someone else, or could be anything really. So just going to write out my defect book, and then we'll get on our way. But yeah, we're parked in Tewkesbury again. But it's not the day after the last video, it's the day after that. So on Monday's video I parked in Tewkesbury, so then I run to, sorry, I'm trying to figure out where I went yesterday now. God, it's terrible, isn't it? I had loads of timber on. Did I? Didn't I? Didn't I? Can't remember what I had on. Oh no, I'll come back up. At that place, come back here, parked up. Then I went to Rings, swapped trailers, collected a trailer loaded for Weymouth, went down to Weymouth, tipped that, dropped that trailer off at Jonathan's to go load this stuff up, went over to Frouds, moved the trailer for them because they needed a trailer moving, then went back, collected this, and then drove back up again. So quite simple, straightforward day really. We still used a 15 because I've done 13.5 hours, so yeah. As of, well, it's Thursday today, I've still got another 15 to use. I've used 3 already. I had a split rest on Monday, so that gives me an extra 15 to use, so yeah. Alright, I'll stop rabbiting on. I'll see you in a bit, I guess, when something's happened. Who knows? It's because I'm distracting myself by talking that I'm not filling this out properly. Trader 7. Right, let's see if you can hear the straps. Don't know if the microphone will pick it up. Maybe not. Who knows? Okay. The strain on the straps on this loader is unreal. Because of the way it's loaded, it's got like a whole bunch of stuff at the front, a whole bunch of stuff in the middle, and not a lot at the back, and not a lot of stuff in the middle. So, sort of, it's causing the trailer to twist a little bit, which they're designed to do, but it's just the nature of the load because of the long metal beams and then the wood that's shorter. Not everything's buttered up. Not everything can be buttered up. So yeah, it's a lot of strain on them straps, and you can hear them. There's a lot of straps like creaking and a lot of banging from the metal stuff, but hey, that's just nature of this sort of load. So yeah, but we're here now, and I can't wait to get this off and have that one little pack put back on. So yeah. Alright, let's go down in the office and say, hi, I have a shed for you. Right, let's film this bit again because I didn't have my microphone switched on, so you would have heard me just doing this. So yeah, we've just done that delivery nice and easy. Matey said he wasn't too confident on that telehandler because it's not his bit of kit, so I was like, yeah, that's right, we'll get it off. So we managed fine, not a problem at all. Yeah, nice, straightforward. What a lovely little place this is. It's very nice around here. So yeah, some, what was it? Dolby Canu or something. It's spelled Doyacannau. So however you pronounce that, that's where I am. The road getting in here was a little bit fun. It wasn't terrible. It's obviously, it says not suitable for long vehicles, but yeah. So we've come in, we managed to reverse in his drive and turn around. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. And then got unloaded. So, but yeah, we're off to auction now to go collect the tractor. So we'll get on to do that. Maybe get some scenery on the way. I think this is the boy. This is what we're collecting. Yeah, T6040 New Holland front loader. Key. Right. See if she starts. Oh, now she's been worked. Good stuff. Right, is there anything metal in there I can put the camera onto? Yes, there is. Right there. Beautiful. Oh, it was like ages since I've driven a tractor now. Oh, yeah, she's a little lazy to start. See how we go on. Is there another handbrake I don't know about? Because that one... There we go. That's for that. I don't want to touch that. Try and reverse this big old boy on. I say big, it's not that big. A medium-ish size tractor. Clutch, John, clutch. Yeah. We'll get there. Yeah. Right and down a bit. Yeah. Oh, right and down. Oh, we'll go that way.
We'll go that way quite a bit.
Yeah, alright.
Straight at that.
Yeah, there we go. Gonna straighten up or? Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep going. That'll do. I think so. I mean, we can do it on them. That'll do. Lovely. Beautiful stuff. Right, close it up. Right, so tractor's on, all that fun stuff. So, obviously being a Thursday video, we're going to do some viewers' questions. We've got 6 of them to read out this week. Yeah, your way of getting a shout out at the channel. Ask me a question, doesn't have to be about trucking, can be about anything. So yeah, let's get into it. Obviously I'll read them out for a future Thursday video. So this one was on my Thursday video where I ended up having to wait 6 hours to unload recycling. So the questions are from that video. So let's see. Well, actually one question is actually from my video and my truck broke down. So special circumstances. So I'll answer that one first, which is from Tom Philbin. And he says, ask the question, blah, blah, blah. He's give me a lot of praise for my driving and whatever. Anyway, in the question he says, do you have family, young kids and the like? And if so, how do you manage being away? It has to be hard sometimes. No, I don't have any children at all. No, well, I have grandchildren technically. So me and Elaine is 9 years older than me. She has 3 girls. They're all grown up and they now have kiddies. So I see her girls as my own, but they've always been grown up since I've been a truck driver. So it's never really been an issue, to be fair. For me and Elaine, it doesn't really get in the way of our relationship. If anything, I see her a lot more now than I ever used to. Because when I was a van driver and lived in Andover, I only saw her every other weekend. Whereas now I see her every weekend. So yeah, as for the young kids, nothing for me to worry about there. As for the grandchildren, I see them as and when. They know the score, so they were born into it. So yeah, no really real worries for me there. So it can be hard sometimes, like when Elaine's had to go to the doctor's or hospital or whatever for something and I've not been able to be there. She still understands that I have to keep working to bring the money in to pay for the bills and everything. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's different. It can be hard sometimes, but to be fair, we both like our own space as well. So yeah. Next question from The Game in Orange. He says, I've just sent off my provisional license application, hoping to get a job in the industry in Devon area, as I am in Teignmouth based. Do you have any tips for beginners? Take your time. Always ask questions. If you have a phone number and you're not sure on the customer, give them a ring, because especially when it comes to farms and stuff, if you do that sort of work, they will very much give you the right directions to how to get to them. Farmers are generally pretty good with that. When it comes to reversing, if you're not sure, get out and have a look. If you think you're sure, still get out and have a look. You don't want to be reversing into bollards. Yeah, just take your time. Don't let anyone rush you. If there's like 5 trucks waiting and you're struggling to get in the space, sod them. They can wait. You get in that space in your own time safely. Yeah, that's about it really. Don't become complacent and forget what you're driving, because a lot of people seem to do that sometimes. So yeah, I hope that helps. Yeah. If there's room, take it. So don't try and make a reverse tighter than it needs to be. If there's a lot of extra room in front of you, use up all of the available space, because it makes your life a lot easier. Right, there's that one. Next question is from Gary P, and he says, just asking Johnny. I don't know who this Johnny is. You keep saying Johnny in the questions. My name is not Johnny. My name is John. What laptop did you use for editing the videos, being on the hunt for a decent gaming laptop or like mini ATX gaming PC that I can carry around, etc. If you want something portable, then obviously a laptop's going to be a lot better. If you want to carry on an ATX PC, you then got to carry around keyboard, mouse, monitor, all that stuff. So my laptop is an Asus laptop, an Asus ROG laptop, which obviously ROG stands for Republic of Gamers. It's a pretty decent laptop for the time, but it's a little bit long in the tooth now. You roughly want something with, I don't know, it's a Ryzen processor in that one as well, with 16 gigs of RAM. You probably want to look for something Intel or Ryzen that's got at least 8 cores. You probably want about 32 gigs of RAM these days. And as for the graphics card, my one's got a 3060 in it, which just about copes with some stuff. If you want to do a bit better gaming, look for something maybe with a 5060 graphics card in it, GTX 5060, or RTX 5060, sorry. That'll probably be the baseline of what you want. For something pretty good, you're probably looking at about £1,500 to £2,000. So, yeah, hopefully that sort of helps. MSI do some pretty good laptops as well. So Asus or MSI, both pretty good to be fair. Next question is from Matty Bean. Hi John, how did you start working for Kane's Farm? I gave him a phone call. That's pretty much it. So I moved down with Elaine expecting to start job at somewhere else. That got pushed back, so obviously I needed to start working because I'd already had 3 weeks off work. I knew of Kane's Farm in the area. I've already rung him up before in the past saying I might be moving to the area and I might want a job. Anyway, I just rang him up. I said, hi, I'm looking for a job. Do you have anything going? He said, yeah, we can get you some work. And then by that Sunday, I was working. It was literally 2 or 3 days. I think I popped in to see him on the Friday, and then by Sunday I was driving. So yeah, it was literally just a phone call and say, hi, I want a job. Pretty much. That's how that worked. That was very nice and easy. He knew of my little experience I had at the time, but yeah, certainly done well with that one. Question from Big Dave. Question for Thursday videos. What are your boss's thoughts on you filming? Love the videos, keep them coming. Or keep them up, even, sorry. My boss's thoughts? Yeah, he's fine with them. He says as long as I don't do anything that's going to jeopardise customers working with us, then he's happy for any sort of social media stuff. Obviously don't post anything that's going to put anything in a bad light, so yeah. No, he's all up for it, so yeah, he's all happy with social media and that, so it wasn't an issue at all. If anything, they quite like it, so it gives them a bit of publicity, so yeah, it's all good. And last question from James Williamson. Question for next Thursday video evening is, have you ever driven your company's DAF XF 18-ton? We don't have a DAF XF 18-ton. Not any longer anyway. That's gone. That's been gone for a while now. I did drive it once from the workshop to the yard, and that's about it. And I've moved it in the yard a couple of times. That's pretty much it. There was no need for me to ever really drive it, so no, not really. If you count the little drive from the workshop to the yard, not really, no. So yeah, it was okay to drive that little bit, but didn't really take it up any hills or anything. So yeah, there we go. That's all the questions. Again, if you have anything to ask for the next one I decide to do, then ask away, leave in the comments below. If you ask questions in other videos, I'm likely to miss them and not answer them in the Thursday video, so if you leave it in this video, I can then answer it in a future Thursday video. It won't be the next one, it'll be a few after that, so keeps you watching then, doesn't it? Alright, I'm going to sit here and carry on the rest of my break, and then we got to get on down to Avonmouth, potentially. Might change, don't know. Alright, see you later. Alright, so we're now at Rings, and we're doing a swap and a swap and a swap and a swap, so just going to drop the tractor there. So we're dropping this in an R&R bay. We've got another one of our trailers next to me in an R&R bay. So I assume my boss has got it all arranged with them. It's not really my business, but he tells me how to park it and I park it. Matey up there just came down to me, Aiden from R&R Trans. It's either R&R or I think it's R&R. He came over and said hello, so he watches my video. So hi, thanks for coming over. He got a couple of stickers out of me. Well, I offered. That was nice. Right, so we got to go down here now, and yeah, we're off the main road. So yes, I am holding the camera.
Now there is currently a Scania in our bay, which is one of the trucks that came with the Renaults. They all come from the same place. So I've got to move that back up under the trailer that's got the tractor on it, because I assume someone's going to be taking that back to the yard. And yeah, so we've got to take that up there, drop that there. So there it is, we've got to move that Scania there, which I believe is a manual, so that could be fun. Where should I put this for now? I don't want to put this in the way because I don't want to upset anyone. That's what I'm trying to get at. Actually, there's gravel behind. I'm just going to bang it on the gravel for a minute, and then I'll pop it under there. Alright, let's just leave this here for a minute. Oh, sorry, you fell over. You must be drunk. Yeah. Of course, as soon as I get here, it was absolutely dry. I come around here, spotted the Scania, thought, oh, okay, so I've got my boss a rung. He told me what to do, so I went up to our other trailer in the R&R bay, and as soon as I stopped to get out, heavens open. So we've got hail. Well, we had hail. It's now turned into just heavy rain now. So, yeah, I need to move that Scania because obviously I can't get the trailer out I need with it there. So yeah. Oh well. We'll sit here for a minute, wait for the rain to die down because I'm already soaked. Yeah, well, it's turning into more hail now. Oh dear, I don't know if you can see that or not, but yeah. Go away! Not you, stay here and watch the video. Alright, let's get driving this thing. It's got a stick thing on the floor. Oh, how do you do a Scania gearbox? Oh Christ, who's been driving this? Very dusty in there. Yeah, so what we got? So we got 1, 2, 3, and then switch. Won't need that one because we're not going to go that high. Get the driver manual and that. There we go. Now it's a neutral. And no, it's not a V8. It's a 470 Super. See what trouble we can get into. So. That'll probably be it there. Go around it. Let's just remember where the gears are, I suppose. It's a difficult bit. Let's back around underneath that one. That was fun for all of 2 seconds. Versus over that way and back. Where's the air on this? Air's on the dash in it on these. Sure it is. Where's the suspension control? Oh, here we go. We've got a controller on the floor. There we go. That's like the DAF one. Exactly the same as the one that was in the my M555. Down, 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 down. Keep going down. There we go, hitched up. Out of gear, brake on. Look at that, I drove a manual and it didn't explode. Sort of. I did select the wrong gear at one point, but it's alright. We'll ignore that. Now we've got to walk all the way back down there. There I am, right there. Ish. See me lights on. Oh, you probably can't, but they're on. Because that's where our bay is. Then we got to hitch up. That was fun driving that for a second. Yeah. I mean, it's an old thing, so don't be like, oh, why don't you get this Scania done? Because I don't want it. It's old and dirty and yeah. It would be fun to drive for a day. I might ask if I can one day, but yeah. We'll see, we'll see. Watch this space. I think they want to keep it as a yard shunter really, but yeah. I don't know what it's doing up here. I say yard shunter, it'd be for the local area shunter and maybe to take trailers to MOT and stuff. Alright, so after my boss told me whatever, he's then rung me again, sort of said, oh actually, could you put the Scania in that in our bay? I was like, yeah, no problem. Again, not because it means I get to drive a Scania, it just means I get to play with a manual and get more practice, because why not? Get to have a play with stuff. Alright, because I'm all up for that actually. Let's level her out with the controller I forgot about. That's the button. Alright, no one come in, is there? Pre-select your gears. It's not that difficult to drive a manual. Lovely. Takes a little bit of thinking because it's a bit backwards to what I'm used to. Am I actually in gear there? I think I was. Oh well. There we go. The gear stick's a little bit, say loosey-goosey. Now we've got to do a reverse with a manual, and first time driving a Scania as well, I suppose. Well, not first time driving a Scania, but there we go, there's reverse. You sit so far back in these cabs compared to everything else. Just pretty much get it off the clutch and just roll back nice and gently. Not too bad, was it? Not too bad at all. Yeah. See, what I'm not used to is, right, okay, I play Euro Truck Simulator and I play it on manual, but I play with a DAF gearbox. So obviously a DAF 12 speed, first is there, second is there, and third is there. And then 4, 5 and 6, obviously with the splits on the side as well. So this is backwards, so obviously first is there, second and third. So it's trying to get my head around the different pattern, but it is easy enough. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So obviously that, so you go, you can, well, you don't have to go through every gear. So I went from first to third, and then back to fourth. So how you get to the high box is that switch there. So down is low, which is 1, 2, 3, and up is high, which is 4, 5, 6. And then this splits every gear in half. So yeah, it's quite simple. So that'll be 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, etc, etc. See, I know how to drive them, I just don't get the opportunity to, so that's why I jumped in this quickly again. Alright, run back up the hill to the DAF. That was a bit of excitement for one day, wasn't it? But we're back in the good old DAF. To be fair, that Scania did drive alright and sounded alright and drove alright. Gearbox is a little bit like stirring porridge, but we moved it. We didn't grind any gears. We missed a gear and we tried to select the wrong gear, but no, we're all good. We're all good. Yeah, I think after about half a day, I think I'll be pretty comfortable with it. I don't think it will take too long to learn it. But anyway, we got our trailer on, and now we're going to go collect some concrete out near Barry. I'm told they'll still load me today. So, fun fact, I was going to go out in our one of our manual DAFs, P555, because that's a 12-speed manual. I was asking my boss if I could go out in that for the day, but the driver that used to drive this, Michael, he had to go out in P555 for a day or two or something, because this one, I think this one was being repaired at the time, because I think he had a car go into him, and I'm just holding on to my camera because it's a bit rough here and it's wobbling around. Yeah, and then after the few week or two it took to get fixed and all the panels redone and everything, my boss asked him if he wanted to stay in it, and he yeah. So I lost the chance to go out in the P555 for a day. So you never know, I might get a chance one day, but yeah, it would be nice to spend a day with it, with like at least somewhat heavy, to just experience it. I'm not really too worried about it, but yeah, we got 3 manual trucks. We got that Scania, which is, like I said, is just going to be a yard, like a shunter thing for the workshop. We got obviously P555, which is a 12-speed DAF, and then we got Ollie's truck, which is it's either M400 or M500, I can't remember, and that's a 16-speed manual tag. So yeah. Alright, let's get on over to Barry. I've yabbered on enough. So, bit of bother. Just got to the concrete place. And bearing in mind I've been in there before, a few times over the years. I've even got a sticker on my hat from doing the health and safety thing, which I'm going to have to redo. And I've arrived there at 7 o'clock, a couple of trucks in front of me, so it took me about nearly 20 minutes to get in. Or 10 minutes to get in. Yep, all the health and safety change. I now need lace-up boots, which I don't have on me. They're in my truck, which is in the workshop. And I also need a 4-point chin strap to my helmet, which I don't have. So I've now got to try and race to Screwfix to try and get this stuff, hopefully before they close at 8 o'clock. I'm due there at 7:30. And then I've got to try and get back there before 8:30 at the absolute latest to get loaded. So yeah, and apparently this has to be on the day. So yeah, it's health and safety is a bloody nightmare when places change what they have. Because if I knew about that stuff, I could have already picked it up. I could have got it earlier. Also, yeah, it's, you don't know until you get there, and then at that point it's probably too late. So yeah, ridiculous. So again, it's just health and safety being awkward for the sake of being awkward. So now I need a new hard hat, or chin strap effectively, and new boots, which I don't actually need, but I have to get them to go get loaded. So we are being loaded. I got my hard hat, which is that one there. I've had a new induction, so I now have a red sticker. I also have my lace-up boots on. I've moved my floor mat so I can jump in and out easier. Obviously, I'm full tango. Goggles as well, because obviously that one's got a 4-point strap, that one's only got a 2-point strap, because the amount of straps makes a hell of a difference apparently. Even though, while being loaded, I just sit in my cab. Literally, you drive in, You undo the curtains, you undo one curtain, they load you for one side, and you spin round, and then you go back up to the strapping area, you strap everything up, and then you drive out. So why we need this amount of PPE is beyond me. I could understand if I was walking in and out and around the factory, but I'm not. I don't even leave the truck while they load me. I sit in here, he has my keys. That's it. I might have to jump out to move posts if my trailer has posts, which it does not. I might have to move the curtain to the front if he requires me to do so. But that's it. And I've got to wear all this. I guess it's a case of if one person has to wear it, then everyone has to wear it. I think that's what it is. Just, yeah. But site rules, innit? So we managed to race down and race back, and we got here back at 2 minutes to 8. So we've just, the matey wasn't too keen on trying to let me in, but then the matey that was there before jotted down a note so he knew it was me. So they did let me come back and load up. But the other issue is now, because I had to wait for another truck to be loaded, it is now 8:37. So I've now got to go strap up once he's finished loading, and then I've then got to find somewhere to park. There is somewhere quite close, a little bit down the road, so I'm hoping I can get in there, but we'll have to see on that one. Could be interesting. I have a feeling I might be going over a 15 slightly today, but obviously I'll let you know about that. And we made it. So right, we'll stand up here so we get a bit more light. Lovely stuff. We made it. We parked up with, what time we getting in? 9:15 we got in here. By the time I was done with paperwork, 9:20, 9:30, nearest makes no difference. So we've done a 15-hour shift pretty much on the bun, but we stopped within a 15-hour day, so bang on. They actually loaded really, really quick, to be fair. And I strapped up like a machine. I do need to go out and redo the straps on the curtains so they don't come undone, because obviously this is a trailer without pillars in it, so you got to like do the straps twice effectively to stop them coming undone as you go down the road, because it pulls the roof down when they loosen off. But I'll show you that in another video. Yeah, we survived. We didn't get infringement, we got loaded, so crisis averted. So yes, the PPE can be a nightmare, but whether it's necessary for us or not doesn't really matter. That's the rules. Got to abide by them, otherwise you don't get a load. And if you don't get a load, you don't get paid. So it's got to be done. Anyway, I pulled into a spot. I'm not going to tell you where it is because I'm going to keep this one a secret, because yeah, there's another guy next to me. Just been speaking to him for a bit from R&R. So yeah, it's now what? I've had my dinner as well. So it's now actually just ticking over 10 o'clock. Yeah, so yeah. So I'm going to go to sleep, I think. Start 6:30 tomorrow and get on with my day tomorrow. A little bit stressful at the end there, but we got it done. So yeah. Alright, if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Share the video with somebody you think might like it, and leave a comment if you feel inclined to. Take it easy, look after yourselves, drive safely. Thanks for trucking around with Johnny. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye!